welcome to the second video. If you are returning from the first video, welcome back. If you found this on your own, I'm going to teach you how to ship a video game very well through eBay, utilizing common household implements that any eBayer should have at their disposal, especially one who can actually get the eBay tape. We have at our disposal right now, this is the foam insert from a Keurig coffee machine that we got for Christmas. I'm going to use it as padding. That's free shipping supplies right there. A plethora of different Amazon packages and bubble envelopes. Fantastic shipping supplies. Amazon's done more for the shipping community than anyone else in the world. Now, because I'm a professional eBayer, or my fiance is a professional eBayer. I just help out.
I don't think that's a real thing.
I'm blind. Professional eBayer? Reseller. Supplier of collectibles. We have premium bubble wrap. This bubble wrap is premium because we had to pay for it. And if you have to pay for bubble wrap, use it sparingly. I will use every bubble envelope on planet Earth that I have access to before I use premium bubble wrap for anything. But I do use premium bubble wrap if it's required. Then we have the game we're shipping. That's an important part of shipping stuff. It's having the thing that you need to ship.
Yeah, that's usually kind of important.
Then we have Scotch tape. Then we have scissors.
You look like you're gonna murder me.
Are important. No, what? I'm smiling.
Scissors.
A box cutter.
Oh, that
Make sure it has its blade.
Oh, threatening.
Now, that's all the painful stuff. Then we have tape. This is a big tape dispenser. If you listen, it sounds horrible when you do this. So I'm not going to use it. I'm not using it today. I just brought it to show you. This is what I would use. I'd put it on my noise canceling headphones and say it. There it was again. Noise. I say noise. No, still saying it like noise.
Noise.
This is the eBay tape. I would normally use this for the interior part of the package and sometimes for the exterior part of the package. We're not going to use it today because it makes that sound. I don't like that sound. So I have a smaller tape. It's the same gauge as this tape. So there's no difference. Just has a handy little thing. If you're just beginning out, pick up a pack of 6 from Sam's Club. That's the tape you use for your first 100 packages. Now, has a much lower impact. And then the piece de resistance.
Piece de resistance.
Cardboard. Yeah, I brought cardboard too. Now this, for reference, just so we know what we're fixing, this was the package that I received that game in, and I'm shocked that the case actually works. It's still, 100%, still clicks closed. Still works. The case is in decent condition. It rode nice, don't get me wrong. But I'm not leaving positive feedback for this. It was difficult to get into. It looks terrible. And I can tell this is just a piece of cardboard wrapped around a video game. So,
looks like it was from a pizza box.
Yeah, it does look like it was from it. No, I think it's straight up. It has the Amazon smile.
Oh, okay.
So this person cut an Amazon box to fit, which, good on them. So speaking of cutting boxes, the first thing we're going to do, we're actually going to cut this box down to size. Now, what I like to do is when you have a box like this that has the flaps, and this box as well is from eBay. You can see the logo, eBay box.
eBay.
Yeah, I use as many free supplies as I can. Before we got free eBay boxes, I would dumpster dive for boxes.
You still do. Don't say that like you don't.
I will dumpster dive for boxes. I have had to have signed a contract that I will not take boxes out of my neighbor's recycling bin.
You had to sign a contract?
We moved into a house. It's a very nice home in a nice area. Now, sometimes I would leave parts of this uncut so that you can go through and I'm going to do 2 so that we can see exactly what I do. But if you left this uncut and you wanted to do something up the middle, you could use this extra long piece for that reason. But for now, I'm not going to. I just need literally 2 of these here flaps, and that is what we're going to do. So there's 1. There's 2. Now let's say I'm shipping a $20 game, a $30 game, something actually, not to say that this isn't actually expensive, but this cost me, $4 plus shipping on eBay. So it gets 2 pieces of cardboard. It gets 1 to 2 bubble envelopes. And the best part of having a bubble envelope is that is what you put the label on. So it's really useful. The one thing I forgot to show you earlier, which has disappeared on me, is the poly bag. These are essential. I get them, they're called Manga Digest magazine bags from my comic book store. I get them for all sorts of items. They're fantastic to use for shipping because you can tape all over the item when it's in the bag and you're not gonna get tape on the item. See how that works? Here's the first pro tip we're gonna do today. Now, this foam, again, came with a free coffee machine. So we're gonna cut it up ever so slightly to get enough foam insert to keep that disc from jangling while this item ships. That's important for obvious reasons, but if I have to spell it out for you, because you don't want the disc to come loose during shipping and to scratch itself. And you might say, this is an Xbox One disc. This thing's basically made out of steel. It's not. Nope, I need two. It's not going to come loose and scratch itself. And no, it won't. But receiving a disc that is loose in a case, it looks bad. It looks bad on you, it looks bad on the shipper, but it's not their fault. It's actually whoever packaged the item. It's simple to do. You just attach, ever so slightly, a little bit of the padding on the inside of the case, close it up, no more wiggle. And being more secure like that, now you can get it to wiggle, there you go. But for the most part, that thing's not coming out of place. And it's not gonna loose around in the case. It's gonna look a little better. Then we pop this in the poly bag. And this is how I would ship every DVD, every video game I ever sold. Boom, fits like a glove. Poly bags, when it comes to PS2 games, they don't fit very well in here. These fit Blu-ray, Xbox One, PS4, that sort of stuff. One little piece of Scotch tape. That's pretty much what the Scotch tape is for. Now, you might ask, which comes first, cardboard or bubble wrap? Always cardboard. Since we have it in the poly bag, we can tape directly onto the item without damaging it. Zoom in for this part if you would. What we're gonna do is we line this up like that with the bottom. We are gonna fold the top like that. Then we're gonna fold it again. So, we've now made a very small little box. I call this an interior box. Now you see how this top part, the fold, is ever so slightly more than the game itself. That's because we're gonna put this down on top of the game like that, fold that over, then we're gonna fold it again. Like that, and like that. You see how quick my movements were. If you need to know, we can slow it down. We don't have that functionality here, so I'm gonna just talk real slow and go through it. What we're gonna do is push up right there. You want
people on YouTube will have the ability to slow down the video.
You want your pressure right there at the bottom of the item. And then you fold up with these two fingers behind it. So thumbs down, fingers up, fold up. Then you're gonna fold again. Boom. Now you have it in this excellent little case here.
Sandwich.
It's like a sandwich. It's exactly like a sandwich.
Delectable thing.
Is this is going to keep it extraordinarily secure. And how much money has this cost me so far? One poly bag, which is literally 2 cents. The free cardboard I get from eBay, which is free. And then we're going to put it in this envelope first. Now you might say, I'm not going to go through all this difficulty for a $4 game. I completely agree with you. That's why I don't sell $4 games. If you want to make money, you have to go through the proper, situations. So we put in this, it's still got some wiggle room though. And is this the larger of the two? Nope, they're the same size, these two. So, since it has some wiggle room, we're gonna grab the foam from earlier. Remember that? It's making a little bit of a comeback. And again, let's say there's no danger. You could ship it like this. You could put it right there in that bag, loose, just like that. Fold the edges down, make it tight, ship it out. And that's actually what I'm going to do because I'm not going to use this. I'll save this for a later package. Because whatever I use today is going to be burned anyway because I'm not shipping this back, although I might return it. I was supposed to get a steel book. Did I already say that?
Yeah.
So, we have the envelope.
I want to be able to play it this weekend, though.
You won't, Mom, that's so true. Maybe we'll keep it and I'll return it later on. Now, here's what's important. Use your scissors to cut down the front of this envelope in either direction and then fold that in, like so. Now, why that's important is that makes it a tighter package, but it also gives it free double layering for the bubble wrap. It makes the bubble wrap thicker on both sides. It's convenient, useful. Now listen, even that wasn't enough padding on the inside. I usually use bubble wrap for that. In all honesty, if I was shipping this out, I would take the styrofoam out. I'd replace it with this. But we're almost done. So I'm just going to go through real quick, and we are going to tape it up so you can see my finished product and how I would have shipped this game. Actually, right here is where I again use the Scotch tape to just keep this kind of contained down like that. And that way I don't have to figure out where I'm taping it down at. There we go. There we go. And I've spent a lot of time during this little video explaining to you the price of shipping, the process of shipping. I like to fold the sides in like that, making it nice and tight. Now, the reason I want to tape down every open side is for waterproofing purposes. If this thing gets dropped in a puddle, if this thing gets rained on, what's the chances of that happening? I'd say 1 in 1,000. I ship out 2,500 items a year. I don't want 2.5 of these. Who's going to return a half? 3 of these, because I'm rounding up, coming back to me because of damage due to bad packing. And that is an extraordinarily nicely done package. Woo! Compared with this little monster that just, this upsets me so. And that's where I put my label, right there on top, compared with just putting it right on top of the cardboard. I basically used the same amount of cardboard, probably actually less cardboard. I think I only used about this much, but I doubled it up with padding, and yes, I will admit, could have done better with the interior and made it less wibbly wobbly in there, but I did not. I'd be proud to put my label on that package. Whoever sent this should be ashamed of themselves.
Go sit in the corner, shame.
Happy New Year, and thank you for tuning in. This has been the Duke of Gainesville, or Alex Duke.
I don't think you're a Duke.
What's my name? What's my name on YouTube gonna be?
I don't know.
Alex Duke. We'll go with that.
But you're not a Duke.
You should like and subscribe. I don't know.